All right, so the series continues. We're going through a series from South Africa that you can watch now on Netflix, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I can't tell you what I rated all the other ones. You're gonna have to look at it. So, but if you're in for something that's a little steamy, drama, romance, a little messy, but good messy because you're not involved, check it out. Now, you're here checking out the Critics Collective. Welcome in. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment, follow for more. Now, I'm the Dab Panther, writer, streamer, content creator, master of none, and I'm gonna go into my highs and lows. I'm gonna go on my first impressions. I'm gonna rate this thing, and I'm gonna send you on your way. But I just want to remind you, we're also getting in the ring. You know what I'm saying? We're getting in to some wrestling. If you're into wrestling, professional wrestling, sports, entertainment, as some people will call it, don't hesitate to check us out. Just give us 3 minutes and let us know what you think. Let us know in the comments what you're watching. Old, new movies. What's making you feel good inside? I don't know why I was thinking about Halle Berry in that Monster Ball movie. Make me feel good. That was such a fucking low point. Oh man. I remember I was in the theater. I remember in the theater. I'm glad I didn't watch it with my mom. I was in the theater. It's Thornton, right? Isn't that his name? Billy Bob Thornton. And they're on a bed or a couch. The lighting is kind of messed up. They sweating because they don't have ACs. I don't even know when the time. I'm getting sidetracked on this, but I was like, please don't let this be what it is. And it was. And then for her to say, "Oh man, damn it, that's trauma to me." She won an award off of that. Big ups to her. I love her. She's beautiful. She's so talented. Just that scene. Anyways, so this movie here, There Is No Cure. I don't know if it's the last one that we're gonna get from the series. I don't know if it's gonna continue, but we got another director. It's a different director, different scene, and you can feel it. The tempo and everything has changed. There are some cameos and callbacks from other characters as the narrator walks through and says things constantly, which I love that. Now, for this one, There Is No Cure. My first impression was I've already watched so many of these. Let me just keep this train. Whoop whoop, keep it going. Keep it coming, girl, girl, I want it, turn me on with all the kissing. Okay, I sometimes you start a song, you gotta finish it. You gotta, regardless what's going on. Lingo might have to edit that out, whatever. Anyways, so IMDb says a former pageant queen works on her memoir after losing her title for exposing a scandal. That's about right. That's right. Doesn't spoil anything, and I won't spoil anything here. Now, let's go into my lows. The lows was a scandal. The scandal was not big. It wasn't a big deal. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what the scandal is, so maybe it's just me, and you'll be like, maybe it's a US thing. Maybe we see so much shit over here that you gotta really give us a scandal. Like, we had a show called Scandal, and that shit was not scandal enough for us. We got a show right now that's continued to go on. It's Grey's Anatomy. For 20 plus seasons, damn near 20, almost 30 seasons. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy's, we've been watching Grey's for so long. We would probably be we probably deserve like a a residual check from the reruns that constantly play. Like, they're just, sometimes we can't turn away the drama. So when the scandal happened, I was like, okay, all right. And I'm like, that's it. All right, that was the low point of it, and they really harped on that. What I would have preferred is that would have been one of many scandals that would have opened the door where it's like, she's scandalicious. But I don't see that. I don't have that in there. But I do have a phone call. I'm just gonna wait on that phone call and finish this review. Now, I will say this: the idea of what they introduce and how they introduce, and I'll put that as a good, not a negative. I liked it. I liked. There's a character they bring in who is a writer, and her energy and everything about her is so bubbly and so fun, and I enjoyed the heck out of that. The supporting cast I thought was great. Again, South Africa looks great. It looks gorgeous. The lighting, the fashion, the hair. Oh my gosh! Like, the thing that I don't understand, right? And I do understand. I'll say that you have this. I've watched 4 or 5 movies from this series. You also have another series called one of them is Love Is Happiness, and there's a few of those. Go check those out. Um, but I don't understand, why is it so hard for American television shows and stuff like that to bring this level of look and feel and fashion and set designs for some other, I don't know, man. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion of mine. I don't know. Um, I enjoyed the music, the B-roll, like I said, the look of everything. I enjoyed the storyline. I'm not going to spoil anything. I enjoyed the storyline. This is slower than the other ones, in my opinion. It takes a little bit to get it going. But once it gets where it's going and you see and you get the vibes of what's going on, it's almost like eating a bunch of edibles. I'm not saying I'd have had a bunch of edibles. I'm just saying you got to sit down for this one and just absorb it and just be on that ride for what it is. Like I said, it's not as messy per se as some of the other ones. It's softer, you know, in a good way. Let's rate this. We rate here from a 0 to 5. That's how it works. 0 to 5, with 5 being the best and 0 being not the best. You can put in the comments what's the last 0 we had. No, I'll rush to it. It's I Hostage. Okay, I Hostage. Which, just a sidebar for a second, I Hostage. Normally they say if Apple gets involved, a lot of times with movies, Apple will sit there and say you cannot use our device or name for XYZ. And I Hostage sounded like an Apple ad that was just really bad, like a long one that just during the Super Bowl is like the movie would have placed in there, and I'm like, man, this iPhone ad, it's not the best, but I see what they were trying to do with it. But anyways, I digress. The rating for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and put it as a 3. There's just the pacing of it was a little different, not in a bad way, just from what the previous episode, which was my beginning, my end. Check out the review on that one. That's just where I was with that one, and at the end of the day, if there's another one, sign me up. I'll watch it. Now, if you have another movie that we should watch, give us 3 minutes. Let us know in the comments what you're watching, what we should be watching. Hit the subscribe button. You could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Until next time, Kalika Lika Lao.